Hello friends, today we are going to discuss natural and man-made geohazards. Geohazards are events caused by geological processes that change dramatically environmental conditions and present severe threats to coastal populations, offshore and onshore properties, and offshore built infrastructures. Earthquakes, submarine landslides, volcanic eruptions, and tsunamis are typical examples of such natural events and their consequences. Offshore geological processes and human activities, for instance, in connection with offshore petroleum exploration and production, can contribute, causing man-made geohazards. Earthquakes are often considered the most important geohazards, but much of the damage may be caused by the submarine slides and large mass flows triggered by them. There is an urgent need to improve our basic technology to determine better the development of geohazards and inherent risks and our ability to deal with them. Consequently, the monitoring of potential geohazards locations using long-term observatories led to a request from our society towards new research and technology development. The need is also accentuated by increased concern for geohazards in offshore hydrocarbon exploration areas. Increased vulnerability of more coastal areas to earthquakes because of rapid growth of urban centers exists as well. Furthermore, climate research indicates that one may expect more geohazards in the future due to ocean warming, increased ocean current strength, melting of ice on land, melting of gas hydrate in the seabed, and permafrost thaw. Geological hazards are either natural geohazards or man-made geohazards. A natural hazard is a naturally occurring event that might have a negative effect on people or the environment. Phenomenon for natural geohazards. A natural disaster due to geological disturbances is often caused by shifts in tectonic plates and seismic activity. A geologic hazard is one of several types of adverse geologic conditions capable of causing damage or loss of property and life. These hazards consist of sudden phenomena and slow phenomena. Sudden phenomena. Sudden phenomena include avalanches, that is snow, rock, or air and snow, and its runout. Earthquakes and earthquake-triggered phenomena such as tsunamis. Forest fires leading to deforestation. Geomagnetic storms. Ice jams on rivers or glacial lake outbursts, floods below a glacier. Landslide. Mud flows, that is avalanche-like muddy flow of soft or wet soil and sediment materials. Narrow landslides. Pyroclastic flows, rock falls, rock slides, rock avalanche and debris flows. Torrents, that is flash floods, rapid floods or heavy current creeks with irregular course. Volcanic eruptions, lahars and ash falls. Slow phenomena. Gradual or slow phenomena include alluvial fans, for example, at the exit of canyons or side valleys. Caldera developments, that is volcanoes. Geyser deposits. Ground settlement due to consolidation of compressible soils or due to collapsible soils. Ground subsidence, sags and sinkholes. Liquefaction, that is settlement of the ground in areas underlain by loose saturated sand or silt during an earthquake event, sand dune migration, shoreline and stream erosion, thermal springs, Natural hazards events can be broadly categorized into the following two categories. 1. Geophysical hazards. 2. Biological hazards. Geophysical hazards encompass hydro, meteorological, geological, and astrophysical phenomena such as earthquakes, coastal erosion, volcanic eruptions, cyclonic storms, meteorite impact, and drought. Biological hazards can refer to a diverse array of disease and infestation. Other natural hazards such as floods and wildfires can result from a combination of geological, hydrological, and climatic factors. Many geophysical hazards are interrelated. For example, submarine earthquakes can cause tsunamis and hurricanes can lead to coastal flooding and erosion. Some natural hazards are interrelated. A concrete example of the division between a natural hazard and a natural disaster is that the 1906 San Francisco earthquake was a disaster, whereas living on a fault line is a hazard. Some of the examples of natural geohazards are explained below in detail as per the category it belongs to. Geophysical hazards. First, avalanche. An avalanche occurs when a large snow or rock mass slides down a mountainside. An avalanche is an example of a gravity current consisting of granular material in an avalanche. Lots of material of mixtures of different types of material fall or slide rapidly under the force of gravity. Avalanches are often classified by the size of severity of consequences resulting from the event. Second, earthquake. An earthquake is a phenomenon that results from a sudden release of stored energy that radiates seismic waves. At the Earth's surface, earthquakes may manifest with a shaking or displacement of the ground when the earthquake occurs on the sea floor. The resulting displacement of water can sometimes result in a tsunami. Third, landslide. A landslide is a mass displacement of sediment, usually down a slope. Fourth, coastal erosion. Coastal erosion is a physical process by which shorelines in coastal areas around the world shift and change primarily in response to waves and currents that can be influenced by tides and storm surge. Coastal erosion can result from long-term processes as well as from episodic events such as tropical cyclones or other severe storm events. Fifth, lahar. A lahar is a type of natural event closely related to a volcanic eruption and involves a large amount of material originating from an eruption of a glaciated volcano, including mud from the melted ice, rock, and ash sliding down the side of the volcano at a rapid pace. These flows can destroy entire towns in seconds and kill thousands of people and form flood basalt. Sixth, sinkholes. A sinkhole is a localized depression in the surface topography, usually caused by the collapse of a subterranean structure, such as a cave. Although rare, large sinkholes that develop suddenly in populated areas can lead to this collapse of buildings and other structures. Seventh, volcanic eruption. A volcanic eruption is the point in which a volcano is active and releases its power and the eruptions come in many forms. Some eruptions form pyroclastic flows, which are high temperature clouds of ash and steam that can trail down mountainsides at speed exceeding an airliner. Hydrometeorological hazards include: first, a blizzard. A blizzard is a severe winter storm, icy and windy conditions characterized by low temperature, strong wind, and heavy snow. Second, drought. Scientists warn that global warming and climate change may result in more extensive droughts in coming years. These extensive droughts are likely to occur within the African continent due to its very low precipitation levels and high climate. Third, hailstorm. A hailstorm is a natural hazard where a thunderstorm produces numerous hailstones which damage the location in which they fall. Hailstorms can be especially devastating to farm fields, ruining crops and damaging equipment. Fourth, heat wave. A heat wave is a hazard characterized by heat which is considered extreme and unusual in the area in which it occurs. Heat waves are rare and require specific combinations of weather events to take place and may include temperature inversions, katabatic winds, or other phenomena. Fifth, maelstrom. A maelstrom is a very powerful whirlpool. It is a large swirling body of water with considerable downdraft. There are virtually no documented accounts of large ships being sucked into a maelstrom, although smaller craft and swimmers are in danger. Tsunami-generated maelstorms may even threaten large crafts. Sixth, hurricane. Hurricane, tropical cyclone, and typhoon are different names for the same phenomena. A cyclonic storm system that forms over the oceans. It is caused by evaporated water that comes off of the ocean and becomes a storm. The Coriolis effect causes the storm to spin, and a hurricane is declared when the spinning mass of storm attains a wind speed greater than 74 miles per hour, that is around 119 km per hour. Hurricane is used for these phenomena in the Atlantic and Eastern Pacific Oceans, tropical cyclone in the Indian Ocean, typhoon in the Western Pacific. Seventh, ice storm. An ice storm is a particular weather event in which precipitation falls as ice due to atmosphere conditions. Eighth, tornado. A tornado is a natural disaster resulting from a thunderstorm. Tornadoes are violent, rotating columns of air which can blow at speeds between 50 miles per hour and 300 miles per hour, and possibly higher. Tornadoes can occur one at a time or can occur in large tornado outbreaks associated with supercells or in other large areas of thunderstorm development. Water spouts are tornadoes occurring over tropical waters in light rain conditions. Ninth, wildfire. Wildfire is a fire that burns in an uncontrolled and unplanned manner. Wildfires can result from natural occurrences such as lightning strikes or from human activity. 10th, water spout. A tornado formed over water is called water spout. 11th, flood. A flood results from an overflow of water beyond its normal confines of a body of water such as a lake or the accumulation of water over land areas. Astrophysical hazards. First, space weather. Adverse space weather associated with coronal mass ejections, that is CME, and solar flares is a natural hazard that can affect technological systems such as satellite systems, radio communication, and electrical power distribution systems. Second, meteorite impact. It would have an explosive force, and anything in the immediate target area would be instantly vaporized, and violent wind and eject would cause devastation over an area of 1000 square kilometer or more. Geomagnetic storm. Geomagnetic storm can disrupt or damage technological infrastructure and disorient species with magnetoception. Biological hazards. First, epidemics. Epidemics, malaria and cholera are leading killer diseases. Chikungunya and dengue fever are associated with environmental phenomena such as flooding and drought. Second, pest infestations. Pests such as locusts, grain-eating birds cause great agricultural losses, contributing to famine. Climate change. Climate change is a long-term hazard which can increase or decrease the risk of other weather hazards and also directly endangers property due to sea level rise and biological organisms due to habitat destruction. A hazard is a forceful natural or man-made event with the potential to adversely affect human life and property or the environment. Sometimes the hazard is instigated by man through the careless location of developments or construction in which the conditions were not taken into account. Man-made geohazards arise from deliberate human actions, for example, war, terrorism, humanitarian emergencies, etc., that are usually predictable and preventable. They may also arise from the unforeseen or unexpected consequences of human development and technology, for example, nuclear weapons, industrial accidents, etc. Similar to natural geohazards, man-made geohazards are also defined as conditions of potential danger or risk to life and health or property. However, man-made geohazards result not from acts of nature but from acts of man and use of his technology. Following are some of the types of man-made geohazards. First, air and water pollution. The high rate of urbanization combined with low income solutions to daily commuting has resulted in the rapid increase in pollutants emitted by motorized vehicles. Leading pollution from the rising number of automobiles and cottage industries represents a major health hazard. Second, toxic waste disposal. Dumping of hazardous toxic waste materials like raw sewage, sludge, incinerated ashes, contaminated oil, nuclear materials, acids and poisonous solvents ejected by chemical, pharmaceutical and fertilizer producing plants poses a grave environmental threat. Third, gas flaring. Natural gas is burnt during crude oil production. Gas flaring causes major environmental pollution, but it also wastes a valuable resource. Fourth, artisanal and small-scale mining. While the basic environmental impacts of intensive mining operations include accumulation of sediments in rivers, lakes and water pipes, deforestation and erosion, as well as dust and pollution, including heavy metals such as lead, arsenic and cadmium, the most serious are pollution from mercury and land degradation. Fifth, land degradation. Land degradation caused by erosion, desertification, deforestation, and poor agricultural practices is destroying the resources on which farmers and their families depend. Manifestation of land degradation include the creation of deep gullies, of crusts that water cannot penetrate, rock-hard laterite layers that hand tools and plant roots cannot pierce, and shifting sand dunes that swamp villages and fields. Sixth, technological hazards. Technological hazards refer to the origins of incidents that can arise from human activities such as the manufacture, transportation, storage, and use of hazardous materials. Technological emergencies are accidental and their consequences are unintended. Man-made geohazards such as pollution of the atmosphere and of the seas, climatic changes, and the effects of industrial or transport accidents, civil disturbances and wars, noise pollution, hazardous waste, hazardous materials spills, toxic chemical spills, structural collapse, human-caused fires, landslide, that is from human actions such as construction, logging, or road building, terrorism, nuclear power plant hazards, explosions, biological attack.